This is a message for women who are doing Jehovah's holy feasts in a profane land. Now's not the time to be filling your own bellies. You should be looking for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the northern 10 tribes that are scattered throughout the Gentiles. In Mark 13:37, it says, "What I say unto you, I say unto all, watch," which means to warn people of the destruction that is coming and rebuke them of their sin. In Ezekiel 2:3 and 33, you're told to answer the watchman calling, but you didn't. You completely missed the bullseye of the Torah, which is Leviticus 19:17 through 18, to rebuke people of their sin. But you're so full of your covetousness, you'd rather fill your bellies and feasts presumptuously. In Lamentations 2:6, it tells us that Jehovah took away the feasts, and he hath violently taken away his tabernacle, as if it were of a garden. He hath destroyed his places of the assembly. The Lord hath caused the solemn feasts and Sabbaths to be forgotten in Zion, and hath despised in the indignation of his anger the king and the priests. He promises to restore the feast along with the calendar in the new covenant, which is New Jerusalem. It says it in the end of Isaiah 66. Those of you in Ephraim, aka the United States of America, doing Yah's feast will go into tribulation. Not my words. Says it in Hosea 8:11 through 14. Because Ephraim, USA, hath made many altars to sin. So the two stumbling blocks. So this one's talking about the far left doing Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Valentine's Day. Altars shall be unto him to sin. Now this is the second stumbling block, the far right, Judah. The feast. I have written to him the great things of my law. What were the great things of my law? You need to read Deuteronomy 12 and Deuteronomy 16. It gives you the full instruction of how and where to keep Jehovah's feasts, which is in the land where he put his name, Jerusalem. But they were counted as a strange thing. They sacrificed flesh for the sacrifices of mine offerings and eat it. But the Lord Jehovah accepteth them not. Now will he remember their iniquity and visit their sins. They shall return to Egypt, which is talking about the great tribulation. For Israel hath forgotten his maker and buildeth temples, and Judah hath multiplied fenced cities. But I will send a fire upon his cities, and it shall devour the palaces thereof. Have you read Daniel 10, verses 1 through 4? Did you learn what Daniel did? We're going to go there right now. Now, he fasted over Passover. In the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belteshazzar, and the thing was true, but the time appointed was long, and he understood the thing, and had understanding of the vision. In those days, I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. And in the 4th and 20th day of the 1st month, as I was by the side of the great river, which is Hiddekel, so was he in disobedience to the feast of Passover, by fasting when he was in Babylon. Nope, because he knew the full instruction of Jehovah. Acts 18, verses 20 and 21. Paul returned to Jerusalem to do the feast. When they desired him to tarry longer time with them, he consented not, but bade them farewell, saying, I must by all means keep this feast that cometh in Jerusalem, but I will return again unto you, if God will. And he sailed from Ephesus. Stop listening to your own heart, stop doing these feasts presumptuously, and stop coveting. This will get restored in New Jerusalem. Have the patience of the saints. Be keeping the 10 commandments and answering the watchman calling, looking for your brothers and sisters. And then warn other people that you know who are profaning Jehovah's feasts, so that way they have the opportunity to repent. Now's not the time. Again, to be filling your own bellies.